Is this the hill we die on, Kitty?
I mean, it has always been the one thing that comes between us, My Chemical Romance.
Kitty, I was just saying that he looked kind of cute on that music video.
No.
That was it.
No.
I was like, doesn't he look kind of cute in the music video for I'm Not Okay? And you're like, I don't think he's sexy. And I'm like, that's not my point.
I don't get why people think he's sexy.
I wasn't saying he was sexy.
I don't know.
I just said he looked kind of cute. With like, he looked cute in that sort of.
No.
Kitty, oh my god, Kitty.
I'm not straight.
I know, neither am I.
But I don't understand.
I mean,
I don't understand. I should say.
I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
Shouldn't say I'm not straight, but I don't understand. It should be I'm not straight and I don't understand.
Kitty.
Proper connecty words.
Yeah. Connecty words.
That's their literary
English
term.
Major, right here.
I was not a fucking English major.
You could have been though.
No, fuck
You could have been you could have been an English contender.
No, I didn't want to read all their racist books.
Oof. Is that a requirement?
I mean, look at the shit I read for my one literature class.
Oh, that's fair. The Road.
On the Road.
Fear and Loathing in
Las Vegas.
And
then the only good book, which was...
Me and My Padre.
No, something like that, but no, it was Gonzalez and Daughter Trucking Co.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Great book, by the way.
Yeah.
We're Dango Duo, by the way.
Oh, by the way, hey there. Now, welcome back to the MCR fan podcast.
No. I'm sorry, MCR was ruined for me by My Immortal. I could not take them as a serious band.
This is the hill we're dying on, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the, like...
And by My Immortal, I mean the fanfic, not the song by Evanescence.
What is it, like 5 years? 5 years of knowing each other? Almost 6, going on 6, I think. Probably 6 literally, like, this month.
November?
No, because like we.
Oh no, it was
literally like
September.
Yeah, September, because that semester when we met in Marcy's class.
Yep.
6 years.
Yep.
And the divide between us is My Chemical Romance.
Yep. I cannot take them seriously. I'm sorry. They were important characters in My Immortal. Hey
everyone, what's your favorite? Okay, which is your what do you think is the cutest Gerard Way? Gerard Way from first album Gerard Way, second album Gerard Way, or third album Gerard Way?
I'm just thinking about all the pops they've made of Gerard Way. This Gerard Way,
okay, real talk.
Gerard Way, or this Gerard Way.
That's fair. Okay, which do you think is the cutest pop, Kitty?
They're all the same.
No, they're not. Oh my god! In the second one, he has white hair. Really short cropped, and he's wearing that band uniform. I think that's the least cute of all of them, being entirely honest. I think that
they're all pops.
I think first album Gerard Way with like the chin length black hair and like the red circles in his eyes was rather cute. And then we have Danger Days Gerard Way, which is like radioactive red hair, all messy, wearing a weird ass leather jacket.
Okay. The pops I like are my Steven Universe ones.
Yeah, it's nice when I ask you a multiple choice question
and I say other.
Yeah, and you're like
D other.
Yeah.
Please explain down below.
Yep. On which date did this happen? And you're like, I don't know, but have you heard of Steven Universe though?
It's a great show. You guys should really check it out.
Oh wow, oof. I don't know. What video is this anyway, Kitty? What is it? Don't you wish we could go back
and erase what just happened?
The entirety of it. Do you like it when off screen I'm like, yo, this video's gonna take so long to record, and then we just talk about bullshit for 5 whole minutes?
5 straight minutes. Ow.
Hey, everybody. Which is the cutest Gerard Way? Someone out there in the comments. Someone out there can die on this hill. Or fight on this. Fight with me!
Or fight with me!
Hashtag Team Gerard Way or hashtag Team Wrong.
No, hashtag Team My Immortal.
Okay, I don't think anyone... I thought you said the song, and I'm
no!
I'm like, you don't have to hate them both.
No.
Also,
Evanescence is good. I found their albums when I was cleaning at my mom's house.
I have a really fun memory of us going to San Jose to do all the thrift shopping.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, being in the car with Plague, and My Immortal comes on, and Kitty sang the entire song.
Of course I know. No, it was Bring Me to Life.
Oh, Bring Me to Life, yeah.
Also a good meme song.
Yeah. I mean, that was...
My Immortal is too sad to be a meme song.
It is, that's true.
It's the fanfic that the meme has become.
Yeah, and also that was on Plague City. Now that's what I call memes, Volume 2.
Oh, was that Volume 2?
No, I think it was Volume 1. I just had a number there because he makes it funny. Because I'm like, there's a Volume 1.
I was gonna say I should make him a Volume 2 then. I've got some good memes.
There's some good memes, and I'm sure you could toss some of those like Love Live remixes.
Those are good.
Oh man, the Phantom Preliminaries is so good. Look up Love Live Remix Phantom Preliminaries. That's a good one.
Or No Stranger to Love Wing Bell. That's a great one too.
That's a good one too.
Or what's the Start Dash one called?
Oh, I forget. You could literally you can check your phone while I tell everyone the format of this video. Hey there, everybody! We're Dango Duo, and whenever we're not talking about random bullshit, we're talking about anime. And today we're going to be talking about Ireisto.
Because we are good at being on time.
I mean, truth be told, it's not as bad as Pantheon Stalking, which came out in 2012.
Or Chobits.
Or Chobits, which came out
before most of you all were born.
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
There's no way we have viewers who are like. Oh no! Oh, we probably have viewers who are like 12 years old.
Nephews, stop watching this. Like, we say "fuck" too many times.
Wait a minute. There's no way they know they know?
No, they don't.
That would be weird.
Thank God.
But one of your nephews was like asking about oh, why do you need this recording equipment? And I'm just like, nothing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Small human.
Small version of my brother.
Small version of Kitty's brother.
Oh, it's called Shrek is Love, Shrek is Live.
That's a good one. It's a mashup between Star Dash and
All-Star.
All-Star. Because why the fuck not? So, Dango Duo. We do anime reactions and Let's Play content every single day. And today we're going to be talking about the 12-episode anime Erased.
Oh, the Love Live, the album's called Love Live Mashup Mega Mix by Trunogasm. Or Truongasm.
Yeah, and that's a big free-to-download album on Bandcamp.
It's like 30 songs.
And it's
highly worth it.
I remember that I got it for Kitty, and Kitty was like, I'll check it out, and then next thing I knew, she was like listening to it.
Yep.
And it's full of some good meme songs. Look up the Phantom Preliminaries, that's my favorite one.
One of my favorites is Telephone Ghostbusters. That's a good one.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yep.
Bustin' makes me feel good. That song is about sex. Did you know that?
Did you know that? Say.
Kitty, how else do you translate bustin' makes me feel good?
Bustin' ghosts makes me feel good.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Kitty,
I don't think about sex
You
very
do
often.
realize that the origin of the word funk was to say fuck, but they couldn't say fuck, so they just said funk instead.
Yeah, it's a punk movement.
I mean, wait, spunk also about fuck?
Maybe.
You can't just make these things up.
I don't know.
You need facts, Kitty.
Do I?
We are not doing this. I am walking away from this bit, and I'm walking back onto the MCR hill. I'd rather die here. So, the format of these videos usually involves about approximately 9.5 seconds of bullshit.
9.5 seconds?
9 minutes and 5 seconds of bullshit. Yeah, on the dot. Followed by us letting you know about the basic format. So we're going to tell you a spoiler-less explanation of what this anime was all about. We're going to tell you what we liked, what we didn't like. We're going to give you a recommendation, whether we enjoyed it, think you should watch it, and something akin to it that you may not have already seen before. And then we jump into the spoiler zone where we spoil everything. We were going to talk about the entirety of these 12 episodes.
All the twists and turns.
Yeah, if you want to pause and take the time to watch it, we literally binge watch this over the course of 3 days, but you can totally make it in 1 day or 1.5.
I think the first time I watched it was in 2 days.
Yeah, This is a very nice, interesting, gripping mystery anime, and
I believe on the Wikipedia page it's called fantasy thriller.
Oh, so. I like that. That. That's fair. Yep. And honestly, let me tell you something, okay? Kitty and I, we are earnestly working through Personas 5.
Yep.
We haven't played Personas at all this week, and we haven't even watched American Horror Story because we wanted to see what the heck was gonna happen next in Erased. All right,
I wanted to see your reaction to what was gonna happen next.
Yeah, no, Kitty was so freaking delighted when I was like, every night I was like, one more, another one,
another one. Oh, what the?
Another one bites the dust. Oh yeah,
Screenflow wants us to update.
Yeah, I know. I just pressed that big X over there. Yeah, there you go.
Goodbye.
I just updated like literally 2 months ago. and okay, real talk. Like that update is not fucking worth it. It's like you can animate text now, and you can reverse a clip, and I'm like, that's nice. That's not worth $30. Try again later.
Yeah, no.
Anyhow. With all this bullshit out of the way, let's start with the meat and potatoes of this conversation. Which is the best Gerard way? I think first gen Gerard way.
We already
Three
did
cheers for Sweet Revenge. I really love that album. I own all of them. I think that Danger Days doesn't get the love that it deserves because that's a really good album. Kitty's staring at me with her death stare, and I can feel the HPs burning away. Kitty, please put the knife down. Kitty. All right, let's start from the top. Kitty, why don't you tell the audience what Erased is all about?
So Erased, or Boku dake ga inai machi, which is literally translated as The Town Without Me, which is a much better title, by the way.
It's a way better title than Erased.
I mean, like, what the fuck, guys? Anyway, it's based on a manga from 2012. It also got a live-action film the same year that the anime came out in 2016. The story follows Satoru Fujinuma and his strange power, in which he calls Revivodu, where he can relive, select minutes at a time and kind of alter the course of what's going to happen in those minutes.
Yeah, at a glimpse, time travel.
Basically. And his time adventures, thus forth.
Yep. A more fitting title would have been the time adventures of a part-time pizza delivery guy.
Yeah. Still would have been better than Erased.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because like we were watching Erased, and near the end I was like, when is the title gonna make sense? And the spoilers, it doesn't.
It kind of, if you extrapolate enough, it'll make sense.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they didn't go with The Town Without Me, because that makes way more sense.
That ties way more into the actual storyline.
Yeah, but anyhow, time travel shenanigans, going in the past to maybe change things for the better.
Or the worst.
I mean, have you seen our Life is Strange playthrough? Going back in time has never had any negative consequences.
Never.
Ever. Never.
Yeah, no, especially not in like a drama series.
Oh,
never.
Absolutely not. Nah. Especially when the fate of people's lives are on the balance.
Yep.
It's fine.
Kidding.
Considering our experience with Erased, it's 12 episodes. You have already seen it, and then you showed it to me.
And I saw it again.
And then you saw it again. Kitty, what did you enjoy the most?
I gotta say, the female characters in this show are great. Like, every single one of them is like... And it's nice that, like, it kind of is focused on the female characters, even though our protagonist is like a dude, but it's still focused a lot on, like, Kaio Hinazuki and Sachiko Fujinuma and Airi, of course. And I love all the female characters. They're all great.
Yeah, the story is very female-centric.
Yeah, which is like
all of the female characters are at the center of the story, and they're at the driving force, really, because like our main character is not really like he's you could say that his goal is to not to change them, but literally make things work for them. So we follow them, better. We learn their stories, and
so it's less about the main character.
It really is less about him until the very end.
And I mean, like the manga here, the first volume of the manga, it doesn't even have him on the cover.
Yeah, the cover has
it's Kaio.
Kaio-chan.
But it does create some problems,
which we will talk in
a
minute.
But yeah, no, I love the female characters. I love their development throughout the story, and I even Kaio's mom, who is like minor spoilers. I'm not going to go super into detail, but she's like an asshole. Yeah. Like, I still see her development, and I really appreciate that they told her story too.
Yeah. They could have just hand waved it, but they actually gave her a story. And
they actually like explained why she is the way she is, which I really appreciate.
Now, as for what I like the most,
oops. Sorry,
Maiko-chan. This was a very gripping story. I'm very bad about watching things. I either watch them in a big go, or over a very long period of time, or not at all. Let's being entirely honest.
Fair.
And it's hard for me for series to grab me. And unless I'm doing it for something for like the channel, I tend to like fall off. That's why I literally like have issues finishing things. This was no issue whatsoever. Right off the start, the first episode is incredibly strong.
Every episode leaves you wanting more. And with a cliffhanger.
And there's a mystery going on as to the identity of
this mass murderer.
Yeah, of the mass murderer, and there's misdirection. There's clues.
Constantly.
There's constant misdirection. But there's also clues, and it's a sort of thing where like I don't know if a second watching is way more enjoyable, but especially if you're like someone like us who's looking out for these things.
Yeah.
But like it was definitely nice seeing the hints and like guessing, because I'm sure Kitty was having fun watching me just wild guess the entire time.
Yep. Like, is it this guy or is it this guy or is it this?
Is it
this
person?
Guy? Is it this child?
It
must be this child.
Yeah, it must be this child.
Yep.
I figured it out, you guys.
Yeah, it was the kid all
No,
along.
it was really fun. This seems like a very nice like social watch.
Yeah.
Like get your friends and watch it on Crunchyroll. This is nice. This was very enjoyable.
I believe when it first came out, some of the people at Crunchyroll also did like a live reaction to it.
Oh,
they all got together and like reacted
nice.
to some of the episodes, which was cute. It was like a group watch.
Nice.
I'm gonna sneeze, maybe.
I could edit that out, or I could just leave that in there, because people were pointing out that you just sound like a tiny little mouse.
That's fair.
And I've been saying for years that you have adorable little sneezes.
They hurt, but they're small at least.
They are adorable. I think the one time I sneezed on camera, oh, don't yawn. Why would you do this to us?
Fuck, we're screwed. I'm so sorry.
Yawning. Oh god, you're crying now. There's like
Yep.
tears in your eyes. I'm dancing with tears in my eyes. Why am I referencing Kesha suddenly? It's fine.
Because she's great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyway.
That's no hill to fight on.
No, she's
we,
great.
Yeah, we both love Kesha. It's fine. Anyhow, Kitty, there are things we liked. There are things we didn't like. There are tears in our eyes. What did you dislike the most about Jorito?
I have kind of a weird one, because overall there's not really much that I can say is like bad about this anime, other than I don't get the title. Maybe it makes sense more in Japanese. I don't know. Anyway, so mine's kind of a weird one, but so it is good that this is such a female-centric storyline and plot, and a lot of the main characters and the main focus is, female-centric. But it does also kind of irk the feminist within me who is like, yeah, but they're just they're just being used to further his storyline, which is not really true in this anime, but it can sometimes give off that vibe. Like, especially the first episode is a little hard, because an important female character, Satoru, gets killed in the first episode. And the story redeems itself throughout the rest of the series, but for her to be killed, like, immediately does kind of like, okay, so it's gonna be one of these, isn't it? And it doesn't end up being that way, but it can give you like a rough kind of start.
I do understand how if someone like watched episode 1, they'll be like, I'm dropping this, because like, why would I want to like...
Yeah.
And I can see how someone would later on felt that like constantly seeing Kaio being abused can also
or
be,
in danger.
not only triggering, but also like...
and like having to have Satoru save her. It can be a little like...
I understand that like this was originally a manga on like young adult boy manga.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So it's like the fantasy of saving the girl you like.
Yeah, and like
your mom?
I do appreciate that like it doesn't fully do that.
Yeah.
But it starts off that way.
And it can. I will warn you, if you do like hate seeing that pattern of like, oh, this character's in danger, he must save her.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like that pattern, I can see why this might, not exactly agree with you at first. But I promise the story does keep going, and it does really flesh out all the female characters to not be just, things to be thrown in the fridge, or, just a girl to be saved.
Exactly.
So...
Yeah. To be clear, we're speaking in regards as to the story's opening.
Yeah, the first episode mostly.
The first episode mostly, and a little bit of later on the stuff with Kaio. But like it looks bad when you first see it.
But then the story does redeem that.
Yeah, especially for like
especially for the mom.
Especially for the three main female characters.
Yeah.
Like Airi,
and Kayo and Sachiko.
And Sachiko. Like they are also crucial to the story that like
but it doesn't feel like they were just there to further Satoru's plot. They were
exactly.
Actually, it's really about them.
I was about to say that. Like, I agree that like the story is really like especially when you consider the conclusion of the story.
Yeah.
Like the story is about the girls and like these three female characters.
Yeah.
And like
they just happen to be connected.
Yeah. I mean
through Satoru.
I mean, you could argue that like it's not Satoru that saves,
Kayo. It's Kayo that saves Satoru.
Yeah, exactly.
In the end.
Yeah. Is that a spoiler? Should I bleep myself out?
Nah.
Nah, okay, that's fine.
It's vague enough to be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And especially if you don't know what the story's about, you have no context, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for what I dislike the most, I feel like it's, Oh, were you done?
Yeah,
Okay, I was lighting in.
Go for it.
I feel that this is a bit of something lost in, not in translation, but lost in adaptation. Because I thought this was originally based on a light novel, and it has a spin-off, but it was originally based on a manga, and when you translate, several volumes of a manga into 12 episodes, you have to lose things. And I want to believe that is what happened with one of the unfortunate circumstances of the story. The story revolves around a series of child kidnappings and murders that happened in the past of
in
our
the small
character's life.
town. Yeah.
And our main character is focused on saving one of the
Feels
three
guilty
victims.
about not saving one of the victims.
Yeah. By the way, in his timeline, all three of those people ended up dying, or those children, and he's so focused on saving one that it feels a little awkward when one of the other two victims is one of his friends, and he doesn't seem very alarmed about saving him.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna sit in there like, this has to be a manga thing, because there's no way you just
kind of skip over the fact, one of my best friends from elementary school died.
Yeah, but I gotta save this girl first.
This girl that I saw like 3 times. Maybe.
Yeah, like that irked me a lot, because I'm just like, well, what about Hiromi?
Yeah.
Wait, what about
fuck,
Hiromi,
man?
though? Yeah, like, what the actual fuck, Satoru? And that feels like it's just an adaptation thing.
Yeah, it just feels like something they, like, forgot about.
Yeah.
And the series doesn't normally forget about things, so it's
It feels like such an oversight.
Yeah.
That, like, it has to be a mistake, because if that was in the original story, then that is actually, like, I don't want to say it's the biggest storytelling mistake in an otherwise spotless story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we talked about the bad. We talked about the good. Now let's take a minute and say, Kitty, did you enjoy this? And actually, well, did we enjoy the series? Spoilers. Yeah, we both did. Do we recommend the viewers to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an easy recommendation. It's 12 episodes. It's a great, if you're looking for fantasy thriller, mystery, murder mystery.
Yeah.
You're gonna have fun.
If you have a weekend, there you go.
There you go. Boom. Your weekend watching is done.
It's done.
Binge it. Binge this shit.
This was good.
We watched the Japanese dub, but there are some good names in the English dub. So if you're more of an English dub fan, check that out too. We didn't check it out because only the dub was on Crunchyroll.
And like Kitty strongly recommended this to me, and I decided to give it a chance, and I'm really grateful I did, because this was a really fun story.
Yeah, it's a really fun adventure.
Now, if you have already seen Erase though, and you're looking for something else, Kitty, what could they check out?
Let's go with one of our favorites from also 2016. It's Magical Girl Raising Project.
That's a good one.
They also, the studio that produced Erased also produced Magical Girl Raising Project. And you can kind of see the similar kind of tones between the two.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend checking that out. It's got mystery, it's got fantasy, it's got magical girls. So it's all girls, basically.
Yeah.
So you gotta be down.
Yeah, it's a really good story.
It's great.
As for my recommendation, it's not exactly the best, but we also reviewed an anime called Another, and that is also a thriller,
mystery,
supernaturally
supernatural,
story. And I feel like that was also a very interesting story that stumbles literally at the final hour.
Yeah.
But the journey there is still pretty enjoyable. Not as good as Erased.
No.
But if you want to see something that almost hits it,
and is more bloody.
Oh yeah, like if you were watching Erased and you were like, this is nice, but I want a little bit more violent and supernatural. I think another
will itch that scratch.
Yeah, up until the final hour,
which may be fixed in the light novel. We haven't read it yet.
Yeah, we haven't read it, but you know, you can also check that out.
You can check that out as well.
All right, so this
enough bullshitting out of the way.
Yeah, now back to shit posting. Okay. Top 10 My Chemical Romance songs.
No.
Let's go. No. We're going to jump...
Your phone's going off.
Is it going off?
It's 12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. I have to make videos public. It's fine.
Yep.
So, now while we're here, I want to let you know this, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to go into a spoiler zone. If you want to watch this anime...
Go fucking watch it.
Yeah, go actually watch. It's on Crunchyroll. It's free to watch.
Great.
You can do it. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
If you've already seen it, though, tag along because the spoiler zone begins at the count of 3,
2,
1...
Erase.
Erased.
We are gonna...
僕だけがいない街です。
We're gonna
Alright.
erase...
We're gonna erase the first 10 minutes of this video.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's literally like 10 seconds before we start recording. We're just like My Chemical Romance, and then the fight starts, and then Kitty takes off her gloves, and I'm just like, oh, here we go. Why are you wearing gloves? It's the middle of summer.
Fair.
I mean, I know that I knitted those for you when you went back in time to save me, but I mean, still.
Yeah. It shouldn't fit anymore then.
Yeah, it's...
no, baby hands.
Baby hand. Kitty, notorious for her baby hands.
Yeah, definitely.
You actually have smaller hands than me.
Well, yeah, I have big long fingers though.
But look at our thumbs though. Look at our thumbs. You have a tiny little baby thumb.
It's not a baby thumb.
Okay, you have small thumbs.
I have average size hands.
No, because you're taller than me though.
I have slightly above average hands.
Wouldn't be slightly under average hands?
I'm taller than a lot of people.
I mean, I guess. I'm taller than all of my friends. That is true.
That is mostly true, yes.
Yeah. Who's taller than you? Actually, don't say their names.
That's fair.
Instead, let's say they're erased.
Let's erase their names.
Yo, what the hell? Why is this anime titled Erased? Who the hell thought it was a good idea to call it Erased?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's the Japanese, the English title. In Japan, it's called The Town Without Me, which makes sense because that is Kaio's little story that she wrote.
Yeah, and comes back. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyhow, Kitty, let's tackle the spoiler zone in one big go. Let's talk about the story. You want to just take it from the beginning?
Let's begin at episode 1, and so the thing we were dancing around in episode 1 is
Satoru's mom is super useful, and she's so smart, and she's figuring out the thing, and like Kitty could follow me because I was literally watching, and I'm like, Mom, you're being too useful. Mom, stop. Mom, and then she literally gets stabbed.
And then she turns around and gets stabbed. Yeah.
And generally that sort of stuff would fucking suck.
Yeah.
And I understand how someone could watch episode 1 and be like, well, fuck this shit then.
Yeah.
Why would you kill the mom? Like literally, like if you're an anime mom, you're gonna die.
At some point.
Unless you're Ash's mom.
Somehow, yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, if you're somehow Ash's mom, if you wake up in Ash's mom's body, does she have a name?
Yes.
Does she?
Yes. Oh, certainly.
Are we in that canon where like, oh man, remember the Pokemon like play?
The musical?
The musical that made it canon that Giovanni was Ash's dad?
That was a weird time.
That was weird.
Anyway, but yeah, no. As an anime mom, Sachiko has to die, of course.
I mean, okay, she doesn't die just because she has to die. She's gonna die because she realizes who actually did it.
Mm-hmm. Because she's smart.
Because she's smart. Mm-hmm. Now this would suck. It generally would suck. It's like, oh, this really cool character is gone. Mm-hmm. That doesn't really happen because we go back in time and we actually get to get to keep the mom around.
Yeah, she's there because it's back in time before she got murdered.
Yeah. So like that's actually I like that because generally the shitty thing is like, oh, this cool person is now gone.
Yeah,
and they're not in the story anymore.
See them again. Except we get to.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I love Sachiko.
Yeah. As we mentioned, the story is so female centric. It's really more about them than it is about the male character.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess until the very end, in which
until the last episode, really.
because he has to wrap up. He has to wrap up his connection to the murderer. And I felt that like that. Oh, here we go. See, that's the difference between a Max sneeze and a Kitty sneeze.
Fair.
I'm more like a shotgun blast, just.
And I'm a hamster.
Yeah, you're like a pea shooter.
Small rodent.
A pea shooter. You just pew 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 pew.
Yep.
Pew pew pew.
Back to the story.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is very female centric up until the last episode or two.
Yeah,
which is a little weird.
I mean, like as I mentioned, like I like how it ends up wrapping up because because otherwise it would have felt really random for the way things concluded.
Yeah,
I like that it created the connection of like why did it answers the question why didn't why didn't the teacher kill him all of these years when he had the chance to do it.
Also, now that we've revealed it's the teacher, can I just say male teachers in media are the worst?
The misdirection in that was very good. Because there were lines that made me
play with it so much.
Yeah, and
like there's angles that make him look evil, but then there's like lines like I want to save Kaio-chan too, and you're like, oh yeah, then we're on each other's side.
And Kitty watched me go through all the phases of like
okay, you did it. Okay, the mom did it. Okay, Kenya did it. Okay, the teacher did it.
He knows too much. He's gotta be him, but he's also a bumbling fucking idiot. It can't be him. And
he's also helpful.
And I'm like, he has a bunch of candy in his car. That can't. I mean, that's creepy. But is he really with like 3
suckers in his mouth? Yeah,
in his mouth. I guess we ended up being the Kitty. 3 suckers for the 3 kids he wanted to murder. Oh,
symbolism.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yep, totes. Because Illuminati has 3 sides.
Yeah,
I got it.
Whoa.
Mind equals blown.
Mind equals blown squared. I believe that was Albert Einstein's.
Totes.
Yep.
Anyway,
So, regarding the teacher, I guess it's really or should I hold back? Talk about the story?
Let's keep going on the overarching story.
So I really liked how quickly we established how revival works and how it goes.
It's within the first 10 minutes you see your first revival.
First and second.
Yeah, you're right.
And you understand how it works and why our character does what it does, and it actually drops the little scene of young Satoru next to Wonder Warrior.
Wonder Flash.
No, I thought it was Wonder Warrior.
No.
Wonder Man?
Maybe it's Wonder Man.
Yeah, the superhero that he liked growing up.
Yeah.
And that image comes back time and time again, and I really enjoyed that. And it kind of encapsulates him as a character.
Yeah.
This is what made me think it was based on a light novel, because it's very well structured, and things are foreshadowed correctly.
Yeah,
and this
really
is
well.
what a well-written story looks like.
Yeah, because
Cough.
Other things from 2016 that we reviewed.
Or other things from 2017 that we have reviewed.
Fair.
That are badly written and don't set up plot twists, before just
throwing them in.
It's fine. We'll just patch it all up later, Kitty.
Yeah.
We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
It's fine. But no, I love the foreshadowing. This anime also feels very movie-like.
Yeah.
Because the shots that they use for a lot of it are just they're great. Like the teacher, I know I saved this screenshot because it was the first time I was like, oh, he fucking did it. Of this trying to make him look evil, but then he turns around and he's like, yeah, let's help Kaio-chan together. I've already set up all the stuff so we got this. It's gonna be great. We're gonna save her. I love that. And so as the story progresses, little baby Satoru, because we get to follow baby Satoru.
Yeah. He goes back to the
year of 1988.
88. And him as a baby has to
save his mom, save Kaio,
prevent the child abductions,
prevent all the murders from happening.
Yeah, and in turn,
and not erase himself from existence.
Yeah,
not die back then.
Yeah.
And
I like that he actually stumbles. He
fails, by the way.
He fails the first time.
Yep.
And this too was foreshadowed. Excuse the truck outside.
It's fine.
Because again, literally the first line is that he experiences revival once or twice every time. So it does still kind of make sense. It's not just he just gets to go back randomly.
He gets to go back because he fucked up.
Yeah, it's established, and I'm pretty sure that in the manga you get to see more revivals before the story gets going.
Probably, yeah, at least one more.
Yeah,
because I do like that. And I like that it's also set up like his mom's character, because in the second revival that we see, it's actually her who changes the fate of what's going to happen, not him.
Yeah.
Because in the first one, he saves a kid from being run over by a truck. But then the second one, she saves a kid from being kidnapped.
Yeah.
And I like that, like, it plays with it even though it's the second time we're seeing the revival. It's still, like, playing with it. And it kind of establishes her character really well.
Yeah. I also like that the breaking of the pattern, because like he's in the past, and once he thinks everything is set up, he realizes that it didn't actually change.
It just moved it a little bit, and now the same thing has happened again.
So he ends up in the future again,
Yeah.
back in his body, and is fleeing from
his mom's
the police.
Yeah. From his mom being dead.
I do understand that, like, it would be a little easy, it's a little silly that he's just not like check the knife, it doesn't have my prints on it, or like literally check the video on the 7-Eleven that I came from, like it shows the. But I also do know that Japan has like a 99%.
Yeah, if you're arrested,
rate.
you're probably guilty.
Yeah.
If they're gonna bother going through a trial, you're gonna be found guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it also adds to the theme that I feel like this show is going for, is like belief, because there's so many characters who are like, if only you had believed me, if only they had believed me, then things would have worked out. And I feel like that's really the theme of this, is to you gotta believe.
Yeah, so he gets to go back one more time.
Yep.
And that's where we spend the
second half.
Yeah, the second half of the story. And that one, I love that, because like you already know the format, and you know what kind of is already going to happen. So he gets to go all out.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, out. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to change things a lot.
Yeah.
And this should work.
And I really like that. I really like that. It was very effective, and I like the. I bet that in the manga it was way more impactful, because you got to see the difference between him as an adult with no friends.
Yeah.
With literally like
with a shitty part-time job while he's trying to make manga, but the creator is like, or the publisher is like, editor's like, it's not very good. Yeah. You're not really showing your real heart, the real soul of this manga.
And then like the actions that he takes in the past end up in the future giving him friends and people looking out for him, and like the reality is like, yes, he was in a coma for several years, but had he not strengthened those relationships
before the coma, like
even if he had come out of the when he would come out of the coma, he wouldn't have the friends to actually help him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the reality that like
that he couldn't have done this alone.
He couldn't have done this alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as he said in his speech, is that like it was like I think it was Wonder Guy. Yeah, Wonder Guy worked by himself.
And he kept getting pushed down and down again.
Yeah, but he kept getting up, and that inspired people around him, and then they became his friends. And
and they beat the evil.
Yeah, and that was very effective. Like like this is what good storytelling looks like. It's effective, it's set up, and you spring the trap when it makes sense, and everything falls together. It's so satisfying.
It's great.
It feels great to not nitpick this and go, but you fucked up here and you fucked up there.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, you could have done this so much better.
Yeah.
And like, there are no easy outs, especially for the main character. Like
that's one of my favorite things, is that in the end, he's the one who gets fucked over the most.
Like, okay, real talk, spending 11 years in a coma.
15 years.
15 years in a coma. Like, literally, and I also like, I understand that we had to establish, with the mom, and I love how it's done. It's like she's living in the city. She has she's
working a shitty part-time job,
and I'm like,
there's bags under her eyes as she looks into the reflection.
Yeah,
and you're like, wait, what the fuck just happened? We just saw Satoru like drowning. What the fuck just happened?
You know what I would have liked? Like Satoru, like he's drowning. Flash cuts over to when he wakes up from the coma.
I like this.
I know, but like I want to see that in a story where like you just 15 years later, and it's like, wait, what happened?
What the fuck happened?
Like that from that point of view, that cannot be any more disorienting.
That's fair.
It's like, you've been in a coma. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
That's fair, but I don't know. I just love Sachiko so much, so I was like,
no,
you can really feel her pain in that.
I'm not saying that it wasn't good. I was just like, I want that experience of
fair.
like the blink of an eye happens and like you wake up from the coma.
Yeah, I do kind of like that we didn't see him actually wake up. We just she starts crying because she sees she's up.
Yeah,
I kind of appreciate that.
I think the setup there was to imply that he wasn't alive, and then you get to see him in the bed, and it's like, oh, he is around.
He's here, and then he just woke up. Yay!
Yeah, no, and man, Sachiko.
I love her.
The most powerful mom.
Yeah, honestly.
Like top 10 anime moms, she's up there.
Yeah,
because like
she knows shit that's going on, and like during that 15 years where he's in a coma, she is literally keeping his body functioning. His brain is like
rough,
literally frozen, basically.
Yeah, that's rough.
And not knowing that he would ever wake up.
Yeah,
never knowing.
Yeah. I also really like the conclusion, especially how it kind of brings things together. It's very neat. Seeing Kenya all grown up is nice.
Yeah, and Hiromi.
Yeah, Hiromi all
grown up. Oh my god,
up.
Yeah, seeing everybody like during the credits scene was really cute.
And the baby. And of course, we have the reveal that yes, it was a teacher all along, and I like
the little twist at the end of the 11th episode where he's like, oh yeah, I knew. From when I saw the baby. Like the Satoru.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, I knew all along. I was letting you play me.
Yeah, and I like because there's an implication that like he stopped killing people.
Yeah,
he stopped killing people because he couldn't get over the things that Satoru said.
And did, yeah.
And I really like that because that actually kind of very neatly like wraps up of like But
what about all the other kids you kidnapped later in the future?
Exactly. And because I was gonna exactly make that argument and be like, well, like, did you really you saved like 3 people, but what about the rest of the children?
Yeah.
And like they didn't die because he
lost that drive.
Yeah, and it's also explained when you see like him standing over Satoru with the freaking knife and like Satoru's in a freaking coma and
he could have killed him right then and there, but he shaves him instead.
Yeah, exactly. And
he takes that knife away from the neck onto the chin.
He doesn't.
Yeah, because Satoru filled the hole inside his heart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is another theme.
And I understand that like some people may be like, oh, it's making him a father figure. Ew, gross. I get that.
But there's like no father figures in this.
I get that, but like being entirely honest, I understand that because that teacher, if a figure of authority, who was inspiring him and helping him,
who was kind and also saw what he was going through and wanted to help.
Also, like, can we just like acknowledge for 1 second? Okay, before to clarify, I'm not trying to justify his murders, but I'm just like from his point of view, what Satoru was doing must have been fucking like
infuriating
no, like I don't want to say terrifying, but like unnerving. Yeah, because I'm like it's like this kid knows what I'm going to do.
It's like this kid knows my future.
And I can imagine how someone who is a little unhinged, literally planning to kill children, is like
I have to know,
or like am I this obvious to everyone else? If this kid can tell what I'm going to do, who's to say that? Not that everyone around me can't tell either.
Yeah.
And like I'm just on a timer.
And I like that I love the twist that like he can't kill him because he has to know.
Yeah.
And he waited for those 15 years because he had to know as well. Because Satoru, when he's drowning, he screams, "I know your future."
Yeah, exactly.
And that was like the driving force of like, I can't kill you because you know, and I need to know.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. But yeah, as the father figure thing is a little weird, but like, considering there are no father figures in this show, like, you don't see anyone's dad.
Yeah.
Anyone's. So I appreciate that.
This may take place. This is the prequel to that Love Live universe where there are no men.
I mean, basically,
except
Yashiro and all the kids.
Yeah. And wasn't it Hunker's dad?
Yeah, Hunker's dad. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Don't you see him like just?
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, you see a tear. Right there.
So good. Best Love Live dad.
Top 10 Love Live dads.
It's just Hunker's dad.
Hunker's dad.
You see everybody else's mom, but nobody else's dad. It's great.
I for one like this universe. All right. So
we've talked about the overall story.
Yeah, you want to just like quick barrage through the characters?
Yep. Let's start with our main character,
Satoru.
I was really excited when you got excited because you spend the first episode with him as 29 years old.
Yeah.
And then you see him as a baby the first time and you were like, "Oh, it's a baby." And I'm like, you were going to be so psyched because we're going to spend the entire time basically with him as a baby.
I love his design as a baby. I love the opening when you see him. He sits down at the movie theater and then there's like baby holding the ticket.
And he's all excited. That opening is fucking great, by the way.
Yeah, it's freaking Kung Fu Generation. The guys who did that one Naruto opening. So, it's hyped.
And the visuals in the opening are great,
yeah.
too. Like,
but
I love
it's a baby!
And then they're all babies.
And then there's a mega baby.
And then there's a super baby.
Yeah, no, I love... Young Hirami gives me life.
That's fair.
That's the cutest.
Yep.
Top 10 cutest characters in this anime.
Kaio's pretty cute, though, too.
No, it's Hirami. Kaio's baby.
Fair.
Kaio.
Fair. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, I have a lot to say about Kaio, but we'll go next. But
Satoru, I really enjoyed him as a point of view. I do also. I think we cannot diminish he wasn't an empty vessel.
No,
he wasn't just like I'm here to give you your power trip, young male readers,
or to just showcase the story, but not have any impact on it.
Yeah, because I think it cannot be understated that he wanted to be a hero but not for clearly just to help people. Because it shows on his other revivals at the beginning where he's willing to crash into a car.
Yeah, to save this little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the fact, and it's the conflict that makes him interesting. He's like, this is stupid, it always ends up bad for me, and yet I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah.
Because
Isn't that what being a hero is all about, Kitty?
Yeah. And I like his other character moments are the times when he thinks something and then accidentally says it out loud.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I love that.
It's great. It gives him a lot more character.
Yeah, because it's funny because it's a 29-year-old man
inside
of
a 9-year-old boy.
9-year-old body.
Yeah, and so you hear both of their voices at the same time.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's like, oh, did I say that out loud?
And I love, yeah.
When Kaio stay over and they're all laying in bed, and then the mom is in between Kaio and Satoru, and she's like, hey, is anything wrong?
Or no, am I in the way? And he goes, yeah, kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
And then she smacks him. It's great. No, but one of my favorite things about the dual voices is for one, you kind of don't expect this small little child to be narrated by the 29-year-old version of himself. Yeah. But then when you get to the last 2 episodes, it's reversed. So that when he comes out of the coma, his physical speaking voice is his older voice, but his thought voice was when he stopped at 9. I love that it plays with it then and it reverses it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's very well done.
Mm-hmm. It gives me flashbacks to the whole the 999 thing.
Yeah,
dual screens.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. No, this was just so good.
Yeah,
and Satoru's point of view was very satisfying.
Yeah,
but we have a lot of characters to get through.
Yeah.
So
Kaio-chan.
Kaio. The most complete character arc in the whole story.
Oh my god, and bless her cute little heart.
Yeah, no, she was
the character that I got emotional over.
Yeah, no, makes sense, and it's heartbreaking, but also heart mending to see her journey, her change.
Yeah,
and to see her go from not trusting anyone and being incredibly unhappy to finding a little bit of hope and company, and that picture of the birthday.
Yeah,
that gets me. Because
they're all so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, and
the scene that broke me was the breakfast scene.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
I remember watching it the first time, and I think I cried.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's just such this emotional scene of and I love that there's barely any words to it.
Yeah, no, it's all visuals. It's all visuals.
All visual, where you see.
She's looking down at the breakfast that Sachiko make.
This full, beautiful breakfast.
Yeah, eggs and bacon and a salad and miso and rice.
And when she closes her eyes and opens them again, she sees the breakfast that her mom had made her, which had made her
a slice of bread.
Untoasted, of course. No butter. 200 yen. 200 yen. Cup of ramen.
Yeah, a cup of ramen or 200 yen, which is not a lot of money.
And oh my god, and then she starts crying and I'm dying.
And I like that whenever tears were involved, the budget unlocks.
Yeah, they do the Ghibli tears.
Yeah, it's welcome back to animation porn tears. Let's go.
Yeah, it's great, but it also feels just it gives you so many more feelings because of those tears.
Yeah, no, it was very, very effective, and Kayo's journey is very touching.
It's great, and you can see why she's like the poster character, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And seeing her all grown up
with the baby.
And I like that she ends up marrying Hiromi.
I know, right?
I almost wish we had gotten more on that, but I do like that it was in Kenya.
Yeah, I like that Kenya's like single.
Also. Can we talk for 1 second about how the fact that Satoru goes into a coma is what causes Kenya to become a lawyer and Hiromi to become a doctor?
Right? It's so good. I was gonna be like, you don't know what they did before, and that's because Hiromi's dead in the first timeline. So
and Kenya's
and I love that it's also because like Satoru put in the effort to make friends, and that's why they're still around when he's older. Whereas in the first one, the first original timeline, he talks about not having any close friends.
Yeah, and
pretending to be like
fake,
popular and cool.
But instead, he just actually befriended them.
Yeah,
and
legitimately
created bonds with them. And and did not push Kenya away, but rather welcome him in and told him what was going on. Well, not really told him, but
told him a fair bit.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No, Kayo though.
I know. Right?
Who's next on the list?
Sachiko.
Most powerful mom.
Best mom. I love her. I love her interactions with Kayo in the same episode with the breakfast scene. Oh my lord. Yeah, no.
I also like...
And she's just...
very... I don't want to say laid back, but like really cool mom.
Yeah, because she's like... Oh, well, you were out late again. Were you doing something good? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, okay.
Oh, she's like, yeah, good.
Good for you. Just don't get caught.
And then like, oh yeah, like, he starts getting up early, so she gets up earlier
to make him breakfast. Oh my god, that kills me so much.
And like you cannot say that it's not established that she loves him.
Yeah,
because literally, like she's doing all these things, and it makes sense that when he would go in a coma, she would spend 15 years looking after him.
Taking care of his body while she waited for him to wake up.
It's established. It's set up.
It's even established like in the first timeline too, because like she doesn't come immediately when he's like hit by a car, but she comes like as the day he's released and is like the house is clean, there's curry being made. Yeah. Or it wasn't curry that day, but there's food being made, and she's like ready to take care of him. Yeah. Even though he pushed her, or actually she kind of pushed herself away in the first timeline because she didn't want him remembering all those terrible things that happened in the past. Yeah. So I love her character.
Yeah, no, and it's really good. That's the strength of time travel stories, where you can see people change with the different events, and like, and as I mentioned, I love that the crux of a really effective character story is that there are no easy way outs, no easy solutions, and the fact that Satoru has to go through 15 years of being in a coma to solve the problem. Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Yeah,
not to solve the problem, but just to like, I guess, put the problem in stasis.
Yeah, and oh god, I love
and then that he would have to not pretend that he would kill himself or trick the teacher to think that he would kill himself to prove the point.
Yeah,
like.
That's so good. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. But yeah,
no easy way out. You don't get to just talk everything out.
Yeah, nothing just ends up, just working out.
No.
He doesn't kill the teacher.
See, that's good storytelling. That's what good stuff is made of, when characters have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, like I love the scene in one of the later episodes where it's the second time around, and he's trying to protect Kaio-chan, and he sees her mom, and for a minute there, he is like ready to push her down the fucking stairs because that's the easy way.
That's the easy way. And I love that you can see his eyes flashing
turn red. Yeah. I love all the misdirections of everyone's eyes going red. It's great.
Also, like that would have actually fucked Kaio over. Yeah. Because I don't think she would have gone straight to her grandma.
No. Probably not.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting to see how there wasn't a straight path to victory. He kind of snakes around, and without Kenya, he wouldn't have been able to do it.
And without his mom, too. Bless her.
And the rest of the gang, really, because
Hiromi was a doctor. I mean, Kaz and
I mean, Kaz still did like with Aya.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he helped Aya.
Yeah. So like literally
just
he needed all the pieces of the puzzle to literally like solve this.
And then one quick more thing back to Sachiko is like I love her scenes with Kaio's mom.
Yeah.
Because it just shows like how great a mom she is.
Yeah.
When she's like compared to fucking Kaio's
most powerful mom.
Yeah. No, she's fucking great. I love her.
Powerful.
And now one of my other favorite characters, Airi. I fucking love Airi. I wish she had gotten a little more play, but like it's really about Kaio.
I was terrified that the final episode would end and we wouldn't see Airi again. I was terrified and I was yelling at the screen. I'm like, don't fuck it up. And of course it doesn't. It picks it up and it finishes so strongly. This is such a good story.
It's so great.
It's so good.
The final time he sees the butterfly, it points right to Airi.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like...
I don't know... Oof, I was about to make a Life is Strange slight spoiler. Oof, never mind.
The one, like... And this isn't a negative, but it is a little strange, but then they fix it, is that, like... at first you think that they're going to be the main couple.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, it's Kaio and Satoru are going to be the main couple. But it is a little weird because... as they're, like, kind of pushing that Airi and Satoru, not really pushing it, but they're, like, you know, you can see where people would draw the connection that they're going to be a romantic couple. While they're pushing that, Airi is, like, 17, though.
Yeah.
She's, like, 16. But then they fix it because they go not back to 2006, which is where our story originally takes place, but to 2010.
Yeah.
So she is... now older and graduated high school. So I like that they fixed that. It's like a weird thing, but
and honestly, that's real. Like they weren't pushing romance at all, though.
They weren't pushing it, but you could see where people would see that connection.
Yeah, but I definitely do.
No, actually, there is one line because Sachiko does say, "You know that girl really likes you. She admires you or whatever."
Fair. That's fair.
So you could see where the connection could be drawn, and that's why I was like.
I when I see Satoru like crying when he sees her, I see relief and gratefulness in him. Not like, there's that ass. There's that ass. I was yeah.
And my one other like tiny nitpick about Airi is that when he comes back the first time after he's failed, he sees Airi again and he's really relieved and he thinks to himself, I had been prepared for the possibility that I might lose Airi in this process. And, like, that's such a throwaway line. I wish he had, like, thought about it more when he was a kid. He's like, I know I'm saving Kaio, but what if I never see Airi again?
I wonder if that happened in the manga.
I must assume it was a little more.
Because that is definitely, like you really should think about... I mean, I know it wouldn't change his resolve, but at least feel bad about it and make the reader feel bad about it.
Yeah. No, and it does get fixed because in the 2 episodes where he's, like... in the present again, he meets with Airi and he gets to have that I wanted to believe in you to for myself, not for you.
And I love
that inspires him throughout the rest of the story.
Yeah. And like there's hardly any chaff in this story. Yeah. And like you need all those pieces because he needs to go back in time to hear from Airi, to be inspired by Airi. And that's literally what pushes him all the way through to the end.
To the end of the story.
Like there's no chaff in here.
Yeah.
And it's very effectively told. Like listen, I know we do a lot of ranting on bad storytelling.
Oh, yes.
But this story was so effective and so
solid.
Neat. And the fact that like up until the all the way through the end, I was like please don't drop it. Don't fail at the last hour and it doesn't.
And it doesn't fail even before we see Airi, because we get to see everybody else too. We see all the people he saved. Yuki, Aya, Hiromi, and everybody else.
And that other classmate with the pigtails.
Misato.
Yeah, Misato.
Yeah, you get to see everything, and you're like, all right, you did not drop it.
Yeah, no, it was a very satisfying conclusion. That's why I was terrified you wouldn't see Airi.
Yeah.
Do you want to jump over to Teacher Man?
Yeah, let's talk about him. I
liked that he the misdirection was very well played because he didn't seem like an asshole.
No.
And he was always kind of played, I guess, straight. It's like, it's the teacher.
Yeah, he's kind of a bumbling idiot, but he's also inspiring these kids.
And he had inspirational lines and things that changed Satoru.
Yeah.
And changed the way that he viewed the world and in turn affected the rest of the story.
And I love that towards the conclusion that he accidentally says one of Yashiro's lines that he hasn't said yet in that timeline. And it's like, one of those things that Yashiro
Yeah.
picks up on, and he's like, "Oh, you do know more than you should."
Yeah.
Somehow, but yeah.
And yeah, no, there are a couple things that, like, I guess it seemed weird that he would, like, he would use that bus as a way for storing all of his materials, but he wouldn't check that strange screen that had
there's
just
a
been
new
put
screen
there.
now. I guess he was just so, like, frustrated that he just, like,
Yeah.
saw the box and kicked it.
Yeah.
And then he did forget his backpack for one thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
He was just so
he picked it
pissed.
up later, though.
He
like,
came
the next
back.
day.
Yeah, he came back later. After Satoru had said we had been using that bus. It was after that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
Also, I love that he almost slipped up, and he was like, "Oh, that's the kind of place little kidnappers like you would use, huh?"
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just like, that's a little on the nose. Also, okay, when Satoru opens the glove compartment on his rental car or whatever, and you see all the candy fall out.
Oh no, that's the real car. Yeah.
On his real car, and I'm just like, this is creepy.
It's creepy, but also
but
it's
then
like
he tries to play it off and be
Yeah.
like it's because ever since I gave up cigarettes, I gotta have.
I gotta have my fix.
Yeah, I gotta have
Neural
something.
fixation.
I gotta have something in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I'm like, this is silly enough that it could be misdirection,
Or
but then
it was,
wasn't.
and then it just wasn't. And then it was,
Yeah.
literally giving candy to kids
Yeah,
to lure them.
and I'm really glad like Satoru went out of his way to like protect Yuki, because imagine that of like being accused for something you didn't do, and like being on death row.
Yeah. And just fucking miserable. Like
Yeah.
you see the shots of him in the original timeline, and that doesn't look like Yuki,
No, it doesn't.
because like you see
He's
him
aged
and
so badly
he
that, like-
aged just like yeah.
Oh,
And I like that he went out of his way to give him a motive.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like, you know what? Fuck it. Nope. He's gonna be fine. I'm gonna save him
Yeah.
too.
yeah. An alibi, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a motive.
Yeah. He fucking hated Kaio.
No.
No. The teacher was a very effective antagonist, especially once you see him like in the future, and like he's changed. And
Dude, yeah, his like future appearance is it like makes so much sense in a way.
And I really like that like Satoru's actions changed him, and actually it ended up preventing the rest of the murders, and like it was a very nice way of fixing things without just like a magic wand. Like it makes sense considering the events, and especially how Yashiro was like I guess unnerved and perplexed
And
that this
fixated.
kid fucking knew.
Somehow knew, and then he screams, "I know your future," and that's it. He can't kill this kid anymore.
Yeah.
He has to wait too.
Yeah.
The one thing about Yashiro, and like maybe it's kind of talked about in the manga, is there's no real like. Oh no, wait, I'm an idiot. There is
What?
an explanation for why he kills these kids.
But
It's the spider's thread.
Oh yeah.
Which I love that little story. And like, dude, fucking watching that the start of the 11th episode
Yeah.
on my own with headphones, I believe. I had headphones in,
yeah.
and he whispers like into the camera. He's like,
Yeah.
"I'm talking about you, Satoru." Oh my god, it's fucking unnerving.
Also,
Fucking.
you know that's him talking to Satoru while he's in the coma, right?
That makes so much sense.
Yes.
Oh my lord, yes. It's great. But yeah, no, like it does seem a little random at first, where he's like, why is he killing these kids? But he sees
Yeah.
he sees
He
what's
sees-
going on.
yeah.
He sees the thread.
Yeah. All right, classmates.
All the other classmates.
Kenya is cool and smart.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
There's a small misdirection where you're like, is it Kenya? Because he's talking to the teacher and
yeah.
his face is all covered in shadows.
Yeah.
But Kenya just wants to fucking help. Because
Yeah.
he's a good boy.
And we have a Hirami, which is
Also good boy.
Actually, good boy TM.
Yeah. And I love that, like, Satoru first gets Kenya involved because he's the smart one. And, he figured out, something was going on. So he approached Satoru.
Yeah.
And then Satoru brings Hiromi in as well, both to protect him. And then also, you're smart and... we can help take care of Kaio together. And I love that he brings them in. It kind of sucks that he doesn't fully bring in Kaz and
Maybe he
the
does in
other
the
kid.
manga.
yeah,
The other kid who's nobody knows what the hell his name is.
bless bespeckled freckled kid.
Yeah, with the white
Scarf and hat or
and the
whatever.
hat, yeah.
But yeah.
I was gonna call it a hood.
No,
and
too
Oof.
real.
Oof.
But I do like that. Like in the end, Kaz is actually super helpful because he gets a big old crush on Aya, and she gets a big old stupid crush on him, and so they just join the group
that's
naturally.
cute.
I love that shit.
Come to our hideout. It's super cool. I promise.
Hideouts aren't ain't childish, they're cool. And then she comes the next day and she's like, I want you to check out your hideout because there's an area.
Yeah,
Baka.
Yeah, you baka.
Is so great.
Yeah.
I like it, it's funny because, like, you know, you don't get to know Aya very much. You know her as the one of the other kids who died.
Yeah.
But you get to know her a little bit in the...
I wonder if there's more in the manga because that felt a little bit like quick.
Yeah, that's fair. Those last like episodes where he's in the past are a little quick because he's like, oh, we've wrapped up Kaio-chan.
Yeah.
Now what?
Also, I do like that Hiromi's like the reason why Hiromi dies is established super early on.
Yeah.
Because Hiromi just says like, oh yeah, thank you for hanging out with me because generally I will be alone at home until 8 p.m. when my parents would show up.
Yeah.
And
it's also like
he doesn't say it in a weird like exposition way. Like he's just saying it in a natural way. He's like, yeah, we'll be alone until like 8 p.m.
Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's when the killer grabbed you.
Yeah.
Like if the killer had known
and also
that,
to take him off the suspects list.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, well, why would he kill
exactly.
this person who looks like a girl but isn't a girl?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To make it seem as though like there was no
connection. Yeah.
Or what's it called?
Correlation?
No. The thing that like killers have modus operandi.
Like types.
We're missing the word for it.
We are, but yeah.
Yeah, signature, not signature.
No.
It's similar to that, but anyhow.
Yeah.
The classmates, and I love the fact that like he had to bring them together. He couldn't just fix the problem by himself.
No,
because he tried the first time and that didn't work.
And it failed miserably.
And I love that it keeps going back to that image of their birthday, the birthday, and I'm like, all of them.
Yeah,
all
together.
Of them. Yeah,
and that's what saves the day.
Is there anyone else you want to talk about, Kitty?
There's a reporter guy. He's cool.
Yeah, yeah, he's cool.
He's cool.
For a second, I thought he was the bad guy.
Yeah, that's fair. He does have red eyes for a bit there, so they like to misdirect you there.
Yuki was
like,
good.
Yep, Yuki's a good boy. I feel like there was something.
The airplane. The paper plane.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, the paper plane did it.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, it was the one. The little tip. That's a knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I really enjoy this series because it's kind of, and like, I hate to be, bash literature a moment ago and then use words like theme and, but like, I love the way that they tackle this because it's a mystery thriller and like you're constantly being, no one's constantly being believed. Like, so they believe Satoru killed his mom, they don't believe that like Kaio isn't being abused, but nobody wants to say anything about it. And I love that that's like the theme throughout until finally
and like the thing with like Ari and her dad,
oh my god, that was powerful too.
No like it's very well written, very well, like I don't know if the manga was as effectively told or if the anime took liberties to make sure everything like fell into place, but this presentation was very effective and like again, we call out storytelling when it's done very well, and when we watch stuff, we're looking for gaps, we're looking for the setups, and we're looking for when it falls through. And this series, aside from literally
like
the tiny
nitpicks,
like the Hiromi thing, or like the mom getting taken out right off the start, like that could be like it could put you like it would make you think, okay, well here's where we're gonna go. It doesn't do that, and.
Excuse me.
And I also like that, like, even though the mom dies on the first episode, we still get to keep having the mom in the story.
And she's an integral part of the rest of the story.
Yeah, I know. Like, this, like, aside from those tiny little nitpicks, really, at the end of it all, was a very effective story, and I'm really glad that you showed it to me.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
And I hate to say, I told you so, but I told you so.
Oh.
And also, male teachers in media are the worst.
Now, okay, listen. I don't want to say I don't trust male teachers, but between this and other stuff we've been doing recently, it's like I think I'm predispositioned against teachers now.
Yep.
Predisposed against teachers now, because like
I mean, like fucking sound euphonium. Don't get me started on that teacher.
Yeah, no, but Kitty, but she just likes him. Though.
I don't give a shit.
But Kitty, but she's in love with him.
He's an asshole, and he's using these kids to fulfill his own fucking dream. By the way, that is actually what's happening.
Oh, well, I thought you were describing the plot of Glee for a second.
Ha! Oh my god, don't get me started about Glee, too. So male teachers in media.
So we should do that Glee Suffercast edition of just nothing. And it'll be green instead of red. There you go.
Green?
Because the ads for Glee were like green.
No.
Or yellow?
It was like blue and yellow and red.
Oh.
Because red they used for the slushy that they would throw on everyone.
I think I'm thinking of the one ad I saw at the mall once of like Rachel with the L.
Oh no, that's like blue, I think.
Or maybe the one with Finn.
Maybe. Oh man, that one might have been green.
Yeah. And also because like the one CD of Glee that I owned was also green. Maybe it's just my own association with it.
Yeah, no, I think...
Keep an eye out for our suffercast of... or there should be like a live react.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's like... No, it has to be a live react.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I could sit through episodes of Glee live reacting
would you rather... I guess, would you rather just live react to American Horror Story? Is that better? Is that worse?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I think people would enjoy... I think that for Glee, we would start, and then we would just be like, fuck it, let's just talk about something else. Oh, God. Kitty, did you ever watch the Power Rangers? The Green Ranger was pretty cool. He starts out as a bad guy, but then he becomes a good guy.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good
He
shit.
fucks them up. He literally spends like half a season just beating up the Power Rangers.
That's my favorite shit.
And then there's a plot hole.
But with magical girls.
There's a plot hole where they're like, wait, the Mega Sword is solar powered. So the Green Power Ranger calls an eclipse, which powers down the Megazord. And then they never bring it up ever again.
Okay.
I remember a plot later on where, like, the Megazord is fighting at night, and I'm just like, isn't it supposed to be solar powered? No, shut up, it's okay then.
Is at that point the Green Ranger involved?
He's a member of the party. He may or may not have been the White Ranger by that point.
So it's fine.
Oh, you didn't know that? He becomes the White Ranger later.
I remember that from my vague knowledge of Power Rangers. Why the fuck are we
Go,
talking about
go, Power Rangers.
Meow, meow, meow.
Go, go, Power Rangers. I'm trying to loop this into the closing, but I can't.
No.
So instead, we're just going to go back to this hill. Walk up this hill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10. Top 10 moments from this episode. There you go.
No.
No. Then start the outro. Save me here. Throw me a lifesaver. And Kitty just crosses her arms and it just goes like, nah.
No.
No, you get to sink into oblivion.
Yeah.
Hey there, everybody. We're Dango Duo. We hope that you enjoyed this weird production of Hamlet in the Park.
Hamlet 2.
Hamlet 3. Actually, Hamlet 2 is actually a movie.
I know, I've seen it.
You have seen it?
Yeah, we watched it in theater class back in high school.
In high school?
Yeah.
There's a guy's junk in that movie.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in that same theater class, there was a kid who was always taking off his pants, so we were kind of used to that.
Man, white kids get away with whatever they want.
It's true.
Yeah.
That was a very white-centric.
Yeah.
Class.
You just take off your pants?
Yeah, he just took off his pants constantly.
Oof.
It was just his thing.
Scott, taking off your... Oh, no. What's a whiter name than that? Not Skylar, though. That's too much.
Too white.
Chad!
Chad.
Damn it, Chad! Put your pants back on.
Fair.
Oh, my God. Yeah, no, Hamlet 2, that's a bad movie.
Yeah, it is a bad movie.
But it's a cool concept, though. A sequel to Hamlet.
Doesn't make any sense when you think about
dying
it.
Hamlet?
Yeah.
It's okay. No, he goes back in time, and it features Jesus Christ. Yeah.
There's a song about it, I think.
Yeah, no. So Hamlet 3, Hamletsurrection. Thank you for tagging along with Dango Duo. Whenever we're not talking about random bullshit, we're talking about anime.
Yep.
And we do Let's Play content every single day. Now, as we're rolling into the formal outro, I want to let you know that we have Twitter accounts.
Yeah,
you can
like
follow
the world.
The Dango Duo account for updates on when videos go up. Literally tells you when a video goes up. It's automatic. So if you're like, yo, when's the new reaction? There it is for you right there. You can also follow our personal Twitters on the screen right now.
Yep.
At LadyKittyLynn for cute stuff. At MistreKirin for other cute stuff, and mostly just me trying to make shit postings and be funny.
Fair.
Yep. Also, you know what else is fair? That we now have an Amazon wish list.
You say now as if we haven't had it for months.
It's brand new.
Totes.
The brand opening of our Amazon wish list. If there's something that you would like to send our way, if you have a little bit extra to spare, and you're like, yo, I don't want to just give you a donation. I want you guys to have this game or that anime or these Pokemon cards and open them in the channel or do a mini series on them. We can totally do that.
Yep.
It's a kind of it's hard for us to justify putting things on the schedule. So a really good way to just bribe us is to actually just bribe us.
Fair.
And it's also just a nice way to check extra other games and just have fun.
Yeah.
Additional to that, if you're looking for a cool way to support us, you can check out our Patreon! Or official Patreon, where you can get cool perks by pledging a little bit of money every month. Just a little bit for about the price of a coffee.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, like a coffee.
Or like a tip. If
Yeah.
you want to do your $1 donation.
Yep. You can get cool perks like watching your videos early, participate in special lotteries, and get a shout out at the end of all of these editorials and the Suffercast and podcast these stuffs.
Yep.
You can get a shout out like the following people:
Amelia.
Angela.
Arizos.
Luna.
And Victoria.
Thank you for your support.
Yay.
The coolest kids on the block.
Yep.
Hashtag cool kids. Here come the cool kids.
Hashtag here come
Yeah.
the coolest kids.
Hey, thank you for your support. You're cool peeps.
You're
cool
cool
peeps.
gal and be just like you.
Oh no, don't say it like that. That's
Thank
bad.
you, Madoka.
I'm happy now.
And then, yeah. And then bad things
No one
happen.
knows what the hell we're referencing.
That's fair.
Like me talking about Gerard Way, I'm hoping, I feel that some of our viewers are gonna be like, yeah, I know MCR. Like, I don't want to call them by name, but I can think of a couple of our longtime viewers who are like, yeah, I'm old enough to have been there.
Fair. We're all old enough to have been there.
I mean, yeah, we are, but there's also viewers we have that I'm just like, I don't expect this viewer and that viewer to be like, what the I'm like, oh, MCR, yeah, oh, that's a classic.
Like Green Day, they're a classic, right?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
We're old.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's how I feel sometimes when Kendra talks about Green Day's American Idiot, and I'm like, don't talk like it's a classic. We're old.
We're old.
We're old.
Yeah.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Impending Doom
Podcast.
Is this funny? It's gonna happen to you too. One day, the kids are gonna look at fidget spinners and be like, yo, that's retro. Retro fidget spinners. Spinning back to the future and beyond. They're tagging along. And we'll suffer with you.
This wasn't a Suffercast.
Yeah, the ending was pretty. I think if you made it through all of our tangents,
Fair.
you suffered a little.
That's fair.
See you in the next one.
Bye.